This is the future.
Okay, before you go into the comments section and said oh god not another railjack video, hold your horses as this is not a railjack video. In the past, I have been trying to say that one of the most rewarding mission in the game is railjack, specifically the Void Storm missions, as it grants you tons of endo through railjack mods and parts, tons of credits at the end of each mission, tons of resources, relics, prime parts, and even resources needed to butt-10 weapons. These are all the rewards you can get in just one mission. However, the time spent doing this types of missions are kind of a bummer for many players, since normally, it would take about 8 minutes to do the mission if all the players in a team knows what they are doing, or it would take about 13 to 15 minutes doing it solo. I mean, it could be nice if the mission is actually engaging and there are other air rewards to get, but this ain't happening as railjack missions are shit. This is just my opinion, but railjack missions could do more than just travel from point A to point B with railjack, board and destroy the enemies inside their ship, and destroy a bunch of flying critters in with your railjack. What's far or worst, is implementing the Star Chart mission in the game, which is a horrible move as it's nothing new and all it did is made the missions longer. It may be rewarding, but players are not interested in investing their time in doing railjack missions. They would rather farm these stuff individually in Star Chart missions than to go in a 15 minutes run doing absolutely the same thing over and over again. Well, all Warframe missions are the same and it's all about being a farming simulator. I think many would agree that Argent hunts are somewhat rewarding, as Argent shards are pretty great in min-maxing your builds. It is also challenging and it has other rewards too. Not to mention that it has good pacing since it resets every week, so you only need to do it once per week. Even though it's limited, the actual reward is great, especially if you are fond of min-maxing your Warframe builds with the help of Argent shards. But this isn't really the mission I'm going to talk about in this video. The one I'll talk here is open world bounties. I know there are many of you who are sticking their angry forks right now, waiting for the chance to stick it up my ass for mentioning open world bounties, but wait, hear me out until the end of the video. So what even good with open world bounties, squad leader? There's nothing left to farm in the Content Islands. Well, I got 2 words for you: Prime Resurgence. For those new and returning players, Prime Resurgence is a prime unvaulting program run by Vazia, initially introduced in hotfix 30.9.4, the 16th of November 2021, for a limited time from November 16, 2021 2 p.m. EST to January 25, 2022 2 p.m. EST. It was made permanent in hotfix 32.0.3, the 14th of September 2022, as it cycles out Vazia's prime wares on a monthly basis. Vaulted Void Relic drops in bounties and Void Mission drop tables are replaced with a new currency called AEA, which can be traded with Vazia in Maru's Bazaar, or from the market console in the player's orbiter, for vaulted relics for primed warframes and their associated weapons. Regal AEA is a premium currency which can be used to directly purchase primed warframes and their associated weapons and cosmetics. The normal currency for Prime Resurgence, which is AEA, can be farmed in bounty missions in open world areas. Now, many would say that Deimos is the only good for farming AEA, as it has the smallest loot tables out of all bounty types. However, this isn't correct. Orb Valis and Deimos have the same number of items on their T5 bounties, just weighted slightly different. Orb Valis is actually weighted better for the AEA and will give slightly more AEA per run, and when I say slightly, it means a very small percentage. Deimos is not actually the only bounty missions you can farm well, but the actual reason for Deimos is that you can probably get it done faster, and personally it's easier to get the bonuses in Deimos bounties. In most cases, T5 Deimos bounties give 3 to 4 AHA per run, but sometimes I get unlucky and get 2 AE per run. A normal solo run with T5 bounty in Deimos, using the resident aimbot Mesa, would be 15 minutes. And I know it sounds pretty horrible than railjack, but you also get mother tokens for this, which you can spend to buy Deimos stuff. If that's not enough, AHA can be traded for ducats also, which you can use to buy prime stuff or even other stuff that is sold by the Void Trader. Now, what do Void Storm and bounty missions have in common? They are old missions that has been revitalized by Digital Extremes through injecting valuable loot. I know this will happen in the future, and probably, we will see more old missions being reskinned or stay the same but with different rewards. But let me ask you this. Do you like this kind of strategy? Just like what I'm saying in my thumbnail, you hate it because it's boring, but you most definitely would play it for the rewards. What other missions give you the same vibe? Let me know in the comment section below. Now go ahead, shove that fork in my ass. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.